You have tried the keto diet and watched the fat melt off really fast, but then your gym performance tanked, your energy crashed, and you could not sustain it anymore, man. Meanwhile, your friend switched to a balanced diet and lost fat without sacrificing performance or experiencing energy crashes. So which one actually works? Because everyone swears their diet actually burns fat faster. So keto diet versus balanced diet. Basically, both of them deliver weight loss results, but only one delivers real performance gains. So let's get into it. Keto advocates actually claim that ketosis is some magical metabolic state where you burn fat faster. That sounds incredible, right? But here's the truth, bro. Ketosis does not burn fat faster than regular metabolism. It is just a different metabolic pathway. So whether being in ketosis or not does not really change the equation. The most important factor is you being in a calorie deficit, and that's it. And in terms of satiety effect, fat and protein are way more satisfying than carbs. And that is exactly why you naturally feel fuller and eat less when being on a keto diet, man. But guess what? A balanced diet with adequate amounts of protein, carbs, and fiber can achieve the same satiety effect, man. Now let's start with the fat loss truth and see what the science actually says. Point number one, the calorie deficit reality. Fat loss has absolutely nothing to do with whether you are eating carbs or not. It is 100% about being in a calorie deficit, and that's it. A 2020 article from Nutritionmyths by Keto and colleagues compared the effect of ketogenic diet, which is the keto diet, versus nutritional balanced diet on body composition, muscle strength, and endurance performance. They found that both diets decreased body weight, body fat, and the body mass index. In conclusion, the group of balanced diet, they improved muscle strength, and endurance performance was noted relative to the neutral effect of the keto diet, which slightly reduced lean body mass, which means either water weight or muscle mass, not fat. This should have actually ended the debate right there, man. But somehow, the keto advocates still push the narrative that carbs magically make you fatter. And as already told you, man, it ain't about the carbs, it's all about the calories. Now let's talk about point number two, the water weight illusion. Here is where keto's magic actually comes from. When you eliminate carbs, you lose weight very fast in the first 2 to 3 weeks, man. But here's the shocking part. Almost 70% of that is water weight, not fat. Be cautious. Now why is that? Carbs bind to water in your muscles. Each gram of carb holds about 3 to 4 grams of water, known as your glycogen stores. When you cut carbs, you dump all that water, man. So it really feels amazing and incredible seeing the scale drop 10 pounds in just 2 weeks, right? But 7 pounds of that 10 is water weight, and the remaining 3 is fat and muscle mass. And this is actually a psychological trick that makes keto seem like it is the only way that actually works faster. But guess what? Once they eat carbs once again, the water weight comes crashing back, bro. And they start to panic and think like keto is the only one that keeps them lean. Which brings me to point number 3, the long-term results shocker. After 1 year, adherence rate is the only one thing that actually matters. People who stick to keto diet lose more fat than people who quit their balanced diet, and vice versa. People who stick to a balanced diet lose more fat than people who quit keto. But here's the trick though. After coming off the keto diet, you are going to gain the lost weight like that way faster than if you actually stick to a balanced diet. Those glycogen stores we just talked about are now back. Now let's talk about these two diets in terms of performance and workout intensity. Okay, let's start breaking it down with point number 1, the energy crisis during keto. Have you ever wondered what happens to your body when you eliminate carbs, bro? This is where things get pretty interesting. Carbohydrates are your body's preferred fuel source for high-intensity exercise. They are converted to glucose, which fuels your muscles and brain at maximum capacity. But when you are on keto diet, on the flip side, you are actually burning fat for fuel instead. Not body fat, don't get me wrong, but the fat sources consumed, like the olive oil, avocado, and all of those fat sources that you are actually eating. And here's the problem. Your body is less efficient at using fat for intense workouts. A 2024 review from the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition by Leave It All found that athletes on keto had detrimental effects on athletic performance. They couldn't lift as heavy, they couldn't do as many reps, and they could not maintain the intensity either, which brings me to the next point, the muscle loss problem. So when you are in a calorie deficit and removing carbs, you are creating a perfect storm for muscle loss. Carbs help preserve muscle mass by 3 points, bro. 1. Providing energy for intense training, so you can maintain your strength. 2. Triggering insulin release, which is anti-catabolic that prevents muscle breakdown. And number 3, restocking muscle glycogen, which is essential for recovery. So without carbs, even if you are hitting your protein targets, you are making it way harder to maintain your muscle mass. And that is exactly where balanced diets actually shine. So when you have adequate amount of carbs, now your body has an optimal source of energy for intense workouts. And that way, you can lift heavier, do more reps, and maintain better performance week to week. And this actually means a better strength training stimulus, which means a better muscle preservation during a fat loss phase. Last but not least, let's see the real comparison and which is the superior choice. So I'll be putting them head to head based on this main point. Sustainable energy levels, superior workout performance, social life, better long-term adherence, fat loss speed, muscle preservation, nutritional values like micronutrient, and the cost. Starting with energy levels, assuming a balanced diet, 40% carbs, 30% protein, 13% fat, which is a solid starting point. Your energy stays stable throughout the day and provides consistent glucose to your brain and muscles. On the keto diet, people usually experience afternoon crashes and difficulty concentrating. Now, in terms of workout performance, balanced diets allow for better training performance, which drives better results long term. Being on the keto, there is a decrease in high-intensity output. With a balanced diet, you can eat normal food with adjustments and maintain your social life. Keto, on the other hand, requires special food choices and is pretty restrictive, to be honest. Balanced diets have way higher adherence rates long-term, around 70%, because they are sustainable and don't require extreme restriction. Keto is around 40 to 50% long-term adherence, and it is hard to stick with it. Now, for the fat loss speed, balanced diets are slower initially, but sustainable and consistent. Keto, on the flip side, is fast initially, mostly water weight. Then it is the same rate as balanced diets. Balanced diets are superior for muscle retention during calorie deficit. Keto has a higher potential for muscle loss, especially without adequate protein. On a balanced diet, you can easily hit all micronutrient targets. On keto, you risk missing certain vitamins, especially vitamin C, vitamin B, and potassium. A balanced diet is more affordable, includes affordable carbs like rice, oats, etc. Keto is more expensive, includes lots of meat, nuts, oils, etc. Now, after breaking down every single aspect of these two diets, let me give you the bottom line. The keto diet wins in one single aspect as far as I'm concerned. If you want a very fast, unsustainable weight loss, which is mostly water weight, then yeah, go with keto. But for performance, social flexibility, muscle retention, and long-term sustainability, balanced diet wins by a landslide, bro. I promise you that. And remember, fat loss is not about finding the best diet. It's about finding a diet that works for your life, your goals, your performance, and your lifestyle. And if this video actually helped you understand the keto versus balanced diet debate better, so please smash that like button and subscribe for more myth-busting nutrition content. Until the next one, take care everybody. Bye-bye.